Is there anything...
It's so peaceful.
Master Bailiff?
I know.
Oh?
Various things, like how things are here. And then he asked about your hunker. He's been talking to a lot of other people in...
That's interesting. Was he just asking questions?
Yes.
I see.
It depends what I'm asked. She seems virtuous and maybe some gossip about her.
Now, that's just idle...
True. Folk have been falling out. I don't know quite what to think.
Couldn't you add something good...
What?
Good lord, no. What I was trying to say, rather clumsily, is that I'd be... Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
That donation...
Indeed. It expresses, once again.
Father,
I know, son.
he's planning a hearing.
Rightly so.
What do you think?
As I say, it's a good thing that the matter is being investigated. Who knows what these dreams are? And her words. It's creating a chasm.
But your hunker is only...
And how do you know the Virgin is really...
Well, I believe...
Ah. But do you really think a girl from the stable better than the generations of church fathers with all the evil that's already going on in this province? The last...
Christ also came from a...
There's no comparison. Enough of this. Bishop, he will then resolve the whole matter.
If you say so, Father.
Good luck then.
Hey, who's there?
God.
Hey, clear off. No one's allowed to talk to your hunker. Bishop Yaroslav's orders.
I'm quite aware of that, Mike.
Show me that. Ah,
Thank you.
a little. Yes,
Very good. I'm impressed.
certainly, sir.
Your hunker, are you alright?
Yes, Henry.
I spoke to the Inquisitor.
I know.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, of course. But the...
You want to defend me. Our Lady won't let anything bad happen to me. I am her instrument, and I am complete.
I won't stand by with my arms folded. You need some... As I said, I will defend you.
If you insist. Maybe it's the will of the Virgin that you came to me.
About that trial,
Yes.
I'll get some people who will testify for you. You have to talk to him respectfully, and don't say anything against the church.
I'll say only...
Your hunker, please. I don't think the Inquisitor...
You too now. You'll speak...
I've nothing to do with him.
You don't believe me.
I do,
I appreciate Not now. After everything that's happened, I can't. Otherwise, she won't heal.
But you have to consider your...
I've already told you. Everything is in the...
Oh, Sakura. This is going to be a right mess. I went to Ujits, like you...
That's good, Henry.
I did the pilgrimage of penance.
And she will bless you.
I won't.
Was he?
Oh, just about everything.
Uh-huh.
What did Bishop
All sorts of... Actually, he asked me about... But I couldn't... The Blessed Virgin is...
I'd say he wasn't too...
No.
Johanka, we can flee. We'll run far from...
No. The Blessed Virgin... I won't run away.
God's blessings.
I need your help with... I'm sure you've heard.
Who hasn't? The whole of...
I'd like to ask you to appear before...
I understand, but you'll... I don't want to show my face there. Never mind. What with her being a heretic...
Oh. But I understand. It's a...
God be with you. Goodbye.
Yeah. I'm here about your Hank.
You're that fella of hers,
No.
Huh.
I heard you invited Bishop...
Yes, so Bishop Yaroslav is an esteemed visitor to Sasau.
What have you got against...
Nothing.
What?
She turns up here and tries to tell us how to live. I'd like to know. She's just getting... Sasau is a decent, orderly place. No one is interested. She ought to have thought...
What do you mean, warned?
As I said,
Damn it, woman, tell me what you meant by...
I didn't mean it.
Out with it!
If you must know, that would she listen?
So it was you who sent those...
All I wanted was to protect, and I'll do just that.
And I'll do likewise. Farewell.
Go. Good luck then. Jesus Christ! May the Lord watch over you.
Let's have a word about...
Well,
What do you say to this?
well... I... Huh. What...
Can I take a look in?
What's got into you, boy? Good luck to you.
I spoke to Johanna.
And did you manage?
I'm afraid not. She's stubborn.
Oh dear. What about her family?
No.
She has no one at... Been a pleasure.
From the yard or from the... Had it all. Come and see.
What did Bishop...
All sorts of... Actually, he asked, but I could... The blessing...
I'd say he wasn't...
No.
Monsignor...
Very good. Please.
The former parish priest of Rovna. Everyone thought he'd fled from the
I see. Why did he do that?
I couldn't tell you.
That's a pity. Well, I'm glad you told me about him.
There were Valdensians hiding in Uzis.
Really? And how did you find out about it?
Sir Hanush sent me to help the vicar track them down and catch them.
So, Sir Hunners had an interest in finding them?
Yes, that's right.
I'm pleased to hear it. It's not always possible to see eye to eye with secular lords in such matters. And how did it end up with the members of the sect?
I tracked them down and reported them to the vicar, and then he had them taken to Kuttenberg for trial.
Good. Good. There have been all sorts of sects and false doctrines spreading in recent times. It's the work of Satan. I'm glad you told me about it, Henry.
Some women in Egypt went to the herbalist then they went to the woods, smeared this week.
What? They must be brought to... Who is this herbalist?
Old Gertrude.
Thank you for telling me.
A demon's skull was...
Yes. Tell me what you know about it.
It was a deception, sir. Someone made it with evil intention. I found the skull and brought it to the local knacker. He confirmed it was a human's...
You did the right thing, Henry, in uncovering the deception and in...
There are interesting things going on.
In the monastery.
Oh, various things that people are talking about. But actually, nothing that would...
As you wish.
There are
In the...
Oh, but actually...
As you wish.
That's all.
All right.
I'm ready, Monsieur.
Excellent. We may commence then with...
Yes.
Good.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. These are so... I won't tolerate any clanking armor or... You will wear this...
Of course.
Very well. Good luck to you.
Let us begin. I, Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sasau in and I have found indeed that by her arbitrary word she's been... Furthermore, Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church, and this does not behove any lay person. It is therefore necessary to remedy her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and... Henry of Skalitz has elected to appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has... Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God, and shall be bound by a I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter. Father Fabian, will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
Johanka claims that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother. It is an outrageous claim that I hold...
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice?
She did not. Instead, she took it upon herself to spread her supposed...
And prior to this, Did Johanka attend church?
I did not, Monsignor. I believe Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them. Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering.
If I may, Monsignor, the Virgin Mary...
Is that so? And on what...
It couldn't be the devil. Johanka lives at the monastery, doesn't she? Close to St. Procopius, who over... The evil one would hardly dare return. Surely that's obvious.
It's true, Henry. That evil spirits, or even Lucifer himself, would have little...
But the fact that she lives at the monastery doesn't mean that she is not misguided. What's more, she is an interloper there herself.
Yes, Father. I am aware of the impropriety of her presence in the monastery grounds. Let us continue, then.
Even if it were true, why would Our Lady choose...
You're right, Father Fabian. Let's proceed, then. Is there any...
Yes. Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has...
Certainly. Nicodemus, for some time you were in... It was only at your request that Johanka... I've already spoken to Abbot Peter about her, but please...
Monsignor, I must stand selfless, charitable, and good-hearted. I have never seen her do any... She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of...
Yes. The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from... Therefore, I believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her. You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, but it seems to me it's the inadequate education of the good parish priest here.
What? Am I to be criticized by someone who's more a gardener than a scholar?
Father Fabian, let Nicodemus speak. And you, Nicodemus.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble garb, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also... And what about St. Bridget? Or, like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. Please do not condemn Johanka, Bishop Yaroslav. In my judgment...
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. You can rest assured I will consider... Fabian, have you had trouble with heretics before?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then although I did recently get reports.
Yes, I heard of that. They were dealt... Henry here helped catch them. Thank you, Father Fabian.
I'm glad to have been...
I thank you also, Brother Nick. Call Hoshek, bailiff of Sasson. Bailiff, has there been any...
Well, there have been and all sorts of bands of footpads. But otherwise...
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, bailiff? Has she been...
I couldn't tell you much about her. She hasn't broken any laws, and folks speak well of her. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts. That has...
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your... But it's true. They met outside town, too. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, Monsieur, that happens. Well, that...
Thank you, bailiff. And you, Henry. You've been around Johanka more than anyone.
Well, they come to her, yes. But when someone comes to her, she tries to help them.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware that...
I do.
All right.
Yes, Monsignor. She amended her life and doesn't live in sin. Her testimony will show that Johanka is an exemplary
All right. Adela, until recently you were living in the nearby town of...
Yes.
And how did you make a living?
I served at the baths, laundry.
Is that all?
No. Sometimes I went with the... But I don't do it anymore. I changed my ways on account of Johanka.
You're saying you simply gave up your...
Yes. Henry convinced me.
Very well. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned?
Well, it was...
And with whom did you sin?
With...
Well, well. So Henry leads loose women to the path of righteousness. Oh.
It wasn't quite like...
Quiet! Adela, answer me what... You're living with a Johanka now, yes? Tell me what she says to the...
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. They believe she...
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people?
No! It's not like that. Johanka doesn't bless the things they bring. She gives them out to the sick.
You swear?
Yes. I swear to it all, Monsignor.
All right. You may go. Now I wish to question Katra. Bring her here. Katra, you are a respected townswoman who has a... Will you tell me now what you know of your...
Yes, I'll tell you everything. Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos. What right has she to preach to us? A simple girl, and she herself is a loose woman she is, who goes with anyone, and even fornicated with a custodian.
Not true. Johanka never seduced anyone. It's the other way round. He wouldn't leave her alone from the moment she came to Sasau. He simply took her...
How dare you! Silence! Henry?
Johanka regrets it. What was she to do when she was constantly pursued by a nobleman who has
What I did out of love for her. Johanka is no heretic, only a confused, unhappy... Monsignor, you must be able to see that.
I advise caution, sir. Would you cast doubt on the authority of the Church?
I will no longer tolerate this humiliation.
Henry? You proved yourself a good servant of the Church when you told me of your disturbing finding. You've been very keen to appear here. You've said a lot about her, but please...
Because I don't know anyone like... She never wasted time feeling sorry for herself. Instead, and she helped to redeem me, too.
It seems you speak sincerely. Your sincerity before God carries... That will be all.
Monsignor, please permit... I heard some wise words at a sermon in Skalitz, and I think they laughed at Christ, and they laugh at...
You're putting Johanka on the same level?
Well...
You talk here about things you know nothing about. Trying to pass ignorance. You might fool an ignoramus. Enough of... Nothing remains but to question your... Johanka of Skalitz. You've heard the... I already question... Johanka, do you wish to revive...
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching. And you promised, you defied my instruction and broke your promise.
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. And I did the right thing. The Virgin Mary visited me again in my cell and showed me new things. Monks and prelates who took off their robes and put on princely cloaks instead. They threw down their staves, buckled on swords, and placed They rejected Christ's example and hoarded wealth for themselves. They paid no heed to the people.
Silence! I have already heard more. These proceedings are closed. Johanka will now hear.
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monseigneur. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences. Pride and ignorance clouded her reason. Child, it would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people? And are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And the Virgin Mary did visit me, and I would be lying before her, before God and my own conscience, if I denied it.
If you don't recant and return to the bosom of Holy Mother Church, then you have sealed your own fate. Take her. We must all be ever vigilant of Lucifer's evil designs and avoid being caught in his snares. Only Holy Mother Church can safeguard all Christian folks from the onslaught of the devil. Only Holy Mother Church cares for their souls so they may find salvation in the kingdom of heaven.
It's all true, and the will of the Blessed Virgin, her sacred will that I will never recant.
Sometimes, to save the body of the true church, it is necessary to amputate a gangrenous limb.
Full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed be the fruit of thy womb. Jesus. Holy Mary, oh God.
Johanka of Scarlets refuses to accept the truth and recant her delusive preaching. Her tongue is an instrument of the devil. It must be plucked out and cast from the body of the heretic, along with the devil, so that her soul may be purged of evil.
Despite her suffering, Johanka remained faithful to her conviction. Brother Nicodemus tried to heal her terrible wounds, but in vain. Her cruel punishment was too much to endure. Matthias never lived to hear of Johanka's fate. Soon afterwards, he succumbed to his sickness. Although it's forbidden to bury a heretic in consecrated ground, we lay Johanka and Matthias to rest together, side by side, in a place where I hope they will finally find peace. As Brother Nicodemus said, surely God will forgive us for following our hearts.
I've got some. I got them. True.
I've got some...
All right.
Hey. Greeting.
I've got some good...
All right. See you later. Good.
I've got some good...
All right.
Can I ask? Thank you. I'd like to try.
A bit cock? I never learned as much. Some say, let's fight.
I still don't think.
Right, lad. You gonna cry now? Shit! No, kurwa! You'll get one for. Ow! What's up? Shit yourself? Jesus Christ! We'll end it. Now you're done for. Ow. You won't last long.
Stop for a bit. I'll do...
What?
Such are my orders.
Jesus Christ.
God's sake.
God be with you. See you later.
You're dead. You call that combat?
brought up. Don't you know you have to have a light after dark?
There's work to be done.
All right. I'll muster the labor. Come with me.
We're gonna build here?
Right here.
I'm ready.
I'll just quick... We've still...
There's work to be done.
Come along with me then, and we'll start building.
We're gonna build here?
Right here.
I'm ready.
I'll just quick... We've still got...
Marius, there's work to be done.
That shouldn't take too long. Come along with me and we'll take a look at the site.
We're gonna build here?
Right here.
I'm ready.
I'll just quick... We've got what...
Marius, there's work to be done.
There's work to be done.
Come along with me then, and we'll start building.
We're gonna build here.
Indeed.
I'm ready.
I'll just... Well...
There's work to be done.
Come along with me then, and we'll start building.
We're gonna build here?
Right here.
I'm ready.
I'll just quick... All good.
What's up? Do you need some help?
I'm glad you're here.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sahanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error.
Sorry, Sir Han.
What?
I understand how Sir Hanish feels about your booze.
I see. And if you're so concerned about my moral welfare...
Well, someone has to keep an eye on...
As I recall, you were mostly keeping an eye on your tankard. But if you really want to watch out for me, now's the time.
All right, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans?
I suppose. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want... So go and get dressed up before we head...
Thanks, sir, but...
You'd rather disgrace me? Well...
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle. My lord.
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We
like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulflin of Camburg, that name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too, a cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulfrin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair, after all. Maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
The military was pretty bad. No wonder he chased that horse son half across the county, and the skirmish didn't end well.
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain. I'm to join.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
Can I, what kind of a look?
I can't complain.
What do you think of...
I hear he's on good terms with the king, probably why Sir Hanish...
What's young Lord Capon like?
He'll be the governor here in a few years. Sir Hanish is...
What's life like here?
Till Sigismund came, and then you folk, it was a fine, peaceful life here.
What will become of the Skalitz refuge?
I'd like to know the answer to that myself. I hope things can settle down quick, and you lot...
Perkstein is a fine cat.
It'll be even finer once you all clear out, and I can move back.
Do you know who those soldiers...
They call them Cumans or...
Thank you. Can you teach me...
Certainly.
I'm interested...
All right. Now... Good health.
I'd like to...
Certainly.
I'd like to...
All right. Now. Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hanish sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will.
Undoubtedly, Sir Hines. I just meant...
I know what you meant. Yes. something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Baron of Aleshna. Wilton belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, let's just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estates.
I heard the same. Only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like. I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offense, Captain. Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg plan from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he'd cursed them, and I couldn't blame them.
Why's that?
Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No, he was born that way. See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, she fell pregnant. They say she managed to get rid of the child. She ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived. He was mistaken. Wilhelm, the witch cheated her. Instead of getting rid of the child, put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful!
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. And his own wife was a child then. Had 7 fires. Changed the day and night. He stopped the rumors. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough. He turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything, everyone in his path, starting throwing crockery at the servants. On his death, he sent him to the priest, not just to give him the last rites, but the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. Folk said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the story my nurse used to tell me.
Whoa!
How are we supposed to deal with a monster like that?
Vitus and Cyril. I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as Crowmy.
Yes, Captain.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
Isn't it dangerous?
About as dangerous as sitting here in the camp.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, sir. Where are the farms they raided?
One is uphill from Neuhoff, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolflin is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolflin?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole camp...
How are you related?
Milota, Wolflin, and I have the same great-grandfather.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolflin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to, only instead of getting rid of the unborn child...
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. His face was disfigured.
And you believe that?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. See you later.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Your clothes?
Captain Bernard,
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off.
we're trying to catch up with that gang, so
What do you want to...
how many of them were?
2 or 3... I'm not...
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband...
So your husband was out?
Yes. He tried to parley...
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in. Which I...
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were...
Ah,
So were you inside or outside?
well, like I...
Look here, I'm not sure what...
No! It's just...
I'm the one who's bewildered. Let me make one thing. If we don't catch him, there'll be hell to pay. So you better speak...
Lord gee.
So,
First, promise me you'll get rid...
that's exactly what I'm here...
They came a few days ago. Took a pic... I noticed one of them had an injured leg.
Why would you help?
They didn't behave violently towards us. And I thought it would be best to keep them happy.
Go on.
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, one of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp.
So you know where...
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a...
That'll do me.
May the Lord watch over you. I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry, I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Looks like I found it. I'd better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Yeah!
Good health, dude.
I found that...
Ah.
Not really.
How many men did you...
About 50.
Shit. That won't be easy. Oh well, nothing to be done. Wolfen of Camberg must hang from the ramparts in Ratai.
Wouldn't it be better to...
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind.
So Hanish ordered...
What are you trying to say?
I could go and parley with Wolflin. Even if it comes to nothing, I could have a good look at his...
Wolflin's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you.
I hope so. Try and come back in one piece. See you later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing here? Tired of life?
The answer's in my breath. Just wanna...
Hey! All of you, gather here! Right arm! Along!
Hey, what do you want?
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. And you are wearing Sir Bernard's colours. I suppose I should...
You have my word.
Who do we have here?
Henry,
I know. From my beloved cousin. So, what exactly is your message?
I heard some interesting tales about you.
So Bernard's been telling those...
So your father didn't have...
What? A twisted mouth? Aye. Looked like it was run over by a wagon. And he was born with 4 siblings and none of them lived. True.
What's that?
That my grandmother was one of 5 babes and her mother one of 4. That's how it... And then that talk of the witch. Bah! My grandma couldn't wait to marry my grandfather and...
Why do you want to hurt...
That bastard Malotta stole villages that belonged to my...
But you came back though, didn't you?
Aye. I came back. But Malotta bribed a priest to testify that my father made him a dead... So they think I rose from the dead and I'm a warlock. They won't hear my claim.
That's unfortunate. But surely the courts of the king wouldn't believe...
Maybe not. But the king's in captivity, and none of the nobles have time for courts. No one will hear my case.
Shitty day. I need a good scrap to cheer me up.
We offer you safe conduct.
That's a very generous offer.
Your quarrel is with Milotta, not with Bernard.
So?
So leave Sir Hanish's domain and settle your difference.
My quarrel is with everyone who helps me.
Sir Hanish knows nothing about Milotta's scheming.
It's the times we...
You want justice? You think you deserve it? Then you should behave with honor yourself and leave here.
What good would it do me?
If you leave voluntarily, I'll tell Sir Hanish about Milotta's deception. He's not going anywhere in his current condition, so we'll get...
The devil take it. There's nothing here worth pillaging anyway. All right.
And you'll leave the loot here?
We'll... Better run along before Bernard loses...
Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here?
Yeah.
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 I've just come back.
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved anything.
I talked them into moving out. They even left the loot they plundered.
I don't know about letting them go like that. They'll be hungry.
I don't think that will trouble Sir Ham.
Maybe not, but it troubles me. They slayed 2 of my men.
I'm sorry about that, but I doubt your paths have crossed for the last time. It's just that this isn't...
True enough. Anyway, I'll warn the neighboring lords, ride to Ratai, and report to Sir...
Yes, sir.
Good luck, then.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm interested.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure.
Wager on the rat egg for me? God bless.
I have new...
Speak.
I persuaded Captain Bernard to let...
Bernard agreed.
So was I. I promised Wolflin safe conduct out of your town.
Well, at least we cut our losses.
Well, at least you lost no men.
True enough, lad. No doubt, Wolf. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently...
So am I.
But I think you deserve...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Sir, I meant...
I should say so. Rumour has it, ready. They say he made a living, and then he suddenly came. But he's a fair man, and I... Good luck, then.
I hope I can... Take care.
Yeah. 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 I want to check.
If you like.
I reckon I have.
We'll see. Let's do...
Yeah! Kom da! Ha! Take that! Your end is nigh. Oh dear, did that hurt? Had enough of life, have you?
Sorry, lad, but like I said, I need someone who can handle a weapon. What? No. But mate... Can you teach me how to...
Certainly.
I'd like to...
First, you have to...
Well... I think I've mapped...
I see. And...
I'm pretty good with...
You're a bit cocky, ain't you? All right then, let's see what you can do. If you're as good as you think you are, I'll teach you.
I'm ready.
Stand there, take your weapon, and fight. If you look like you know what you're doing, I'll teach you a trick or two. Enough. We're done. Hopeless. Go and train properly, then come back again.
I think I've mastered.
I see.
I'm pretty good with.
We'll test. Stand there, take your weapon, and fight. If you look like you know what you're doing, I'll teach you a trick or two. Enough. That will do. That wasn't at all bad. All right, it seems you're ready for the next lesson. Now, pay close attention. I'll teach you the most important thing. It's good to be able to attack, and it's good to be able to fend off your opponent's blows.
The best is when you're able to do both at once. A master stroke is when you parry your opponent's blow and strike him at the same time. Attack me, and I'll show you how it's done.
See? I parry and strike in one move. There's no defense against this technique if it's executed well. The thing is to time it right. Block right into your opponent's strike and match your movement to his. One elegant technique and the fight is won. Try it. I'll attack slowly. You parry. Ah, that's it. Good. Not bad. Hurt your opponent. It's no use just flailing at him and hoping you get lucky. You need technique. But using skilled moves is no easy matter. There's no miraculous strikes you can learn that will ensure you win every duel. You've got to work those techniques into your combat. Force your opponent into a position you want him in, and then attack unexpectedly.
Ow!
See? I strike from overhead, then slash from the side, and back swing low down. So you expect me to strike from below, but then I turn the sword and strike you with the other side. Once more. Defend. Now, you try it. Strike from above, then from the right, then slash. The strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next. You have to keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off. Slash from above, slash from the right, slash from below. Go! Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one... No! You have to strike me 3 times. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target. No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone and strike again, right away. Don't stop. That's it. Try it once more. No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. Good. Again. That's it? All right. You can learn lots of similar techniques with every weapon. Train and practice.
Can you teach me how...
Certainly.
I'd like to...
First, you...
Well... I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
I want to...
You can't be...
Well...
hurt your opponent. It's no use just flailing at him and hoping you get lucky. You need technique, but using skilled moves is no easy matter. There's no miraculous strikes you can learn that will ensure you win every duel. You've got to work those techniques into your combat, force your opponent into a position you want him in, and then attack unexpectedly. See? I strike from overhead, then slash from the side, and back swing low down. So you expect me to strike from below, but then I turn the sword and strike you with the other side. Once more. Defend. Now, you try it. Strike from above, then from the right, then slash. The strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next. You have to keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off. Slash from above, slash from the right, slash from below. Go! Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone and strike again, right away. Don't stop. That's it. Try it once more. Good. Again. No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. Good. Again. All right. You can learn lots of similar techniques with every weapon. Train and practice.
I'd like to train.
Right. What weapon would...
How about with no weapons?
You surprise me. But yes, why not? It's useful to know unarmed combat. Bugger! You know how this one ends. Merka. Is that the best you can do? Jesus Christ! This won't take long. Curse it! You'll get what for.
Fuck it! Bring it on! What's the matter, lost your balls? Shit!
I'd like to try.
A bit cut. Another one. Some say he should. Let's fight them.
I still don't feel entirely competent with the bastard.
Right, lad.
Is that all you've got? Oh dear, did that hurt? Show what you're made of.
Bollocks!
I'd like to train.
A bit cocky. Another learn as some say. Let's fight them.
I still don't feel...
Right, lad. God damn!
Ow! Ow!
Your end is nigh.
Ow!
Fuck! Had enough?
Can you teach me how...
Certainly.
I'd like to...
All right. Now.
I'd like to...
Certainly.
I want to...
You can't become a master overnight. You have to know almost everything before...
Well... I'd like to try...
A bit cock. Another one. Some say, let's fight them.
I still don't feel...
Right, lad. Bugger! Yeah!
Ow!
Drill ended. Come and get it. No! Curse it!
Stop! Hear me?
Got you!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Your clothes.
I'd like to...
So what? I'm sure.
The Lord be praised.
I went to park.
So how did that...
I convinced him to take...
Really?
I don't know.
Don't be so mod...
Is there anything I can...
Ah, Henry, the very man I wanted. There is something you can do for me.
Ah, there's a new wench at the...
Watch it, Henry. This is the love of my life we're talking about, not... The face of an angel, breasts like silk pillows to dream on, and... Good...
Troy? Isn't that near Prague?
Never mind, blockhead. What I'm saying is, she's a fine filly.
Sounds like fun.
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall...
Why me? It's not like you to be bashed.
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the... I must court her secretly.
And who is this?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter.
Carolina.
Love knows no station but the heart. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck.
What happened to it?
I lost it playing dice at the inn. But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad.
Oh, all right then.
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko tavern when I was there.
So, some dice player from Ledechko won your grandmother's valuable...
My great-grandmother's. And as it happens, I have learned a trick or two. But that fellow has the luck.
Oh, what's the use? All right, all right. I'll go to Ledechko.
Well... See you later.
Good day to you.
Are you the one who...
Played and won, lad. Fine noble he may be, but he can no more throw...
I can't disagree with you there. But look here, have you still got...
No, I don't. Some noble rode through here and we had a game or two. Only them dice kept falling his way. I was lucky to keep my...
Do you know where this...
He was waiting for someone here, but when they didn't show up by midday, he rode on. He mentioned something about camping by the bridge.
There aren't many fords along the river on the way to... Can you tell me anything else?
Fine gent he was, well dressed, on horseback. Had quite a lot to say.
You said they fell well.
Aye, no wonder. Fine dice.
That's all I need to know.